Art and character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson 10.
15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. We got a surprise Star Wars announcement thing. It's Star Wars Knights of the High Republic. It is like there's the Cheech and Chong version. First I thought, oh, was this a movie? Is this thing? So it's like more of an overall like future
Vision.
plan.
Yeah, kind of like how, I guess, if you want to take it like how Mass Effect and they made Mass Effect Andromeda, like how Andromeda was supposed to be like the same thing but separate. There's separate stories.
So we get this little trailer, and it's all right. It talks about this is going to be stories that took place, what did it say, 1,000 years before the Skywalker saga?
Yeah, I think they believe this.
I thought it was a couple hundred, but I'm
Was
not
it
sure.
100? Hundreds. Oh yeah, okay, excuse me.
So-
It's hundreds of years before. So this is like the height of the Republic. So Jedis were like, you know, and they explained like kind of Texas Rangers. I just hate how, I know they have to sell this to everybody, but don't treat us like idiots.
I know.
We know who Jedi are. We know what they did. Why don't they just say they were kind of more like the like Interpol or like a police force. Like Texas Rangers. Why do you guys say it like that?
You know why? Because Rangers sound less threatening.
Ooh, and it sounds like, ooh, I remember that Chuck Norris. You know, no,
Yeah,
what are they
yeah.
trying to appeal to?
Yeah.
So this trailer, and there's some good stuff, but then there's some stuff that made me go, huh? They use the word diversity a lot. And the first time they use it, they go, oh, we got a bunch of diverse ideas.
Diverse ideas.
Did they really mean diverse ideas and thoughts, or they just mean, look at all the different kinds of people we have in the
I
room?
guarantee you
The
they mean the
second.
second one because
Yes.
that's how.
Because to me, that means nothing.
Yeah.
It means absolutely nothing.
That's a nothing.
Because especially in a sci-fi story, if you're gonna write a story that's you're writing a story about Mexican culture, so okay, you're gonna want to have people that. But this is Star Wars, so this is removed from anything from Earth.
Yeah.
So anyone can write these things. So it doesn't matter how many men and women or different races you have in the room because it has nothing to do with
But the
it.
thing that's so
Exactly.
funny about Star Wars, it does that on its own. You don't have to even do it.
Oh, it's crazy diverse.
Yeah, because you look at the Cornwall's called, you're talking about the Jedi and all that, they're all diverse. And then if you talk about the Peril, I don't know if there's an Empire at this time, but the Empire, they're all homogenous.
Or
They're all
just
the
Sith.
same. Yeah, they all look the same. They have that that's a commentary in itself.
Exactly.
You don't have to even do anything.
And then you have the Sith, then you have the bounty hunter guilds and all them, and the Jabba the Hutts that are the gangsters.
Yeah.
There's just
Super.
so many.
You have outlaws and bandits and bounty hunters. So Star Wars is crazy diverse.
Yes.
I don't get what's the deal with that? Why is that so freaking important?
It's the hashtag. It's you got to get the points.
And the fact they had to listen, it's way up there on their list.
Oh yeah. See, and also they said something I didn't like. Oh, we're just letting them run wild with ideas.
Oh yeah, that.
No, if you want to make your own damn thing, go insane. Do whatever you want. But Star Wars and like in
Star
Trek,
Trek.
there has to be certain boundaries. There's
They're
certain things you
gatekeepers.
can and can't do.
Yeah, there's got.
I know people always say gatekeeping is a bad thing, but to a point, you have to keep. But then it becomes something it's not even what it is.
Yeah, I feel like there has to be some type of stamp of approval, a stamp of like, oh, this is good enough to pass.
Exactly.
And
It
they
needs to be
show like
something.
the all the people writing on this, and the people they have talking. I'm a nerd, I'm a geek, but man, whew, so it's just I don't know. It's like okay, and they're at their Skywalker Ranch. Could you imagine being invited to write stories for Star Wars, and how awesome and amazing that'd be? And almost I don't
But
know, maybe.
they don't seem that excited about it.
But here's the thing: maybe they're not good in front of the camera.
Maybe.
A lot of people that introverts. Okay, I get it. You're not good speaking out, publicly, but it just almost feels like they didn't know what they were saying,
Yeah.
or they had no conviction in what they were saying.
Or they had an idea in their head, but it just didn't come
And
out.
no one's
right.
done that. One person said, you know what, I grew up and I love Star Wars and I'm so glad I get to write for it now and start the
Yeah.
new chapter. None of that. I want some of that when they're doing something like this.
At least one person. At least,
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah, exactly. Instead of just like, well, we're doing this now. It's like, okay.
And they did talk about how, like, remember when Obi-Wan was talking to Luke, he's like, oh, the Jedis, they were guardians of the universe and all that stuff like this. Now we get to see that, which is cool. I kind of like that idea. But can they do it? Can these people in this room do it without shoving down my throat some political, gender fluid, whatever message they want to shove? into this story.
That's one of my fears. Is
That's going to happen.
That's going to happen because, again, especially in books and novels, you have so much more dialogue you need.
And you get people's thoughts too.
Exactly. So that's going to lead to a lot of stuff where, like, can they help themselves? Can they hold back and be like, wait a minute, I'm writing a Star Wars story, not my own personal...
And this Michael's, how do you say that name? Siglin?
Siglin.
He needs a better suit.
Yeah.
That thing is all poofy on him. He needs to get tailored up or get down
Yeah,
to the man's
it
warehouse.
looks like he lost some weight, which is a good thing, but it's too big on
Let's
him.
get him to the Banana Republic, get him looking sharp.
Yeah.
This suit's way too big on him.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything, but it's like, bro, why are you wearing your dad's suit?
Yeah.
But, and they kept talking a lot about Jedis. See, what made
Yes,
The Mandalorian so great?
There were no
Jedis.
Jedi. It was fine.
It was just, and I loved how they talked about Jedis. They were just sorcerers, like the way because they had magic powers. And that's what made The Mandalorian so great. You can tell Star Wars stories without Jedis, but they seem to be focusing a lot on Jedi in this.
Yeah, and that's why you saw no Sith. You saw very little of any other, like, organizations, not even the Republic. You didn't even see, like, maybe some soldiers and some...
Yeah, there is a lot of lore, and I wonder what they're going to take from past things and what they're going to use and not use. But people were kind of making fun of some of these. I think this looks pretty cool, but it's like, this looks like make a generic Jedi generator.
Yeah, I can see
I mean,
that.
they're trying to show, like, there's so many Jedi, but by doing so, it does come off like that a little bit.
Remember that really cool when the Star Wars MMO, that cinematic trailer where like all the Jedis are getting all the Siths and all their lightsabers go. Okay, I like that. I really do. But I kind of got used to not seeing Jedis. And when we watched The Mandalorian, this is cool. I want to see a different world instead of just, Jedis having to be the good guys.
The only complaint I have if there's modern one's the fact that people didn't know who Jedi are. Do you think they would know by now? Like, it's weird how, like, people forget in Star Wars, apparently.
But the universe is so huge. There's probably people who've never seen a Jedi.
Yeah.
And it was all just like,
Maybe.
like fairy tale.
Yeah. But
it's-
no video proof. I mean, I don't know. Come on. There's a lot of pretty fantastic.
Well, because again, in The Mandalorian, there's that fish village that's seen no one.
Yeah, because
they're really isolated. Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible.
I do like when they show some of the Jedis all wearing their white robes. So there's very when they say high, these are like up there.
Yeah, this would probably, like, the images we're looking at, probably Temple Jedi.
Let's see that they show like they're gonna. This is like we said, like a multi-platform Star
show
Wars
some
thing.
comic book
So
companies.
Del Rey does the books, the fantasy sci-fi books. Marvel IDW, Titan Magazine, DK, Viz Media. So there's gonna be all kinds of different things. They're gonna be hopefully animated stuff.
I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for.
And that's where the Marvel comes in. I'm hoping.
Because they showed the tables and everything, and people are talking. They show a lot of sketches. Then they start talking about these gangster people a little much, and it's like these are like the villains, and they're very
They say Vikings, which is not.
Yeah, she goes, what were they called? Something weird. The Nile something, and and then they almost look like you said, like Destiny. Remember the Elixni? They look kind of like them, the Fallen.
Yeah, there's no creativity there.
Remember those weird bounty hunter dudes from the Solo movie?
Yeah, they look like they.
Yeah, and I don't like them.
No, because they didn't fit. Like
they look like Daft Punk reject costumes, and these guys kind of look like that.
And I hope these aren't the bulk of the villains. If this is all
they
villains,
focused on them a little much.
Yeah, they did.
They're like Vikings.
Why do they say pirates? That fits more the Star Wars thing than Vikings.
Well, I know what they're going to want to do. They're
going to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
For the normies. The
like
normies will jump on. Okay, you don't have to treat them like idiots.
Yeah.
And I guess they show off some like space station. Is going to be some great test. Something bad goes down, and that's going to start the Jedi's going out and
because what happened, I guess that the Republic isn't all over the place.
Yeah,
these
it can't
are like
be.
The borders. These are border areas.
Yeah, and that's when they bring up the whole their Texas Rangers.
Yeah, and you have a
Wookiee Jedi.
I mean, come on, it should be one maybe.
No, none.
No.
Or just I don't know. He's got to be.
Does he have a belt?
Yeah,
Does
he
wear
wears robes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's pretty sick, actually. Wookiee wearing.
A clothed Wookiee. That's something I never wanted in my life.
Almost makes me feel like he's naked.
Yeah, now he's naked all the time.
I wonder. What's so funny because Yoda's
His
pretty
saber
old.
would be huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
Like it'd be like a telephone
It
pole.
wouldn't be funny.
Like the base of it. Would
It would be
be
funny if Yoda's baby Yoda, like really baby Yoda at this time, because this is hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
So again, for every moment that makes me think, oh, this is gonna be cool, this is gonna be great, because they kind of showed off different art styles, more
I don't
like
mind
traditional.
the Jedi too much.
Yeah.
Then they kind of showed off more of like looks like a kitty. Like this is gonna be like the Disney like young version.
yeah.
Which is funny. I believe how, like, when Rebels first started out, it felt like this. Then as the Rebels went on, it got so good.
Yeah.
But hopefully this can be something like that. So we see some green chick, and then we see another Jedi. It looks like a Padawan because he still
And a
has his
robot.
he still
Yeah.
has his braid.
Great.
But the big thing that everyone's freaking out about is during this trailer when the people were talking, there was a whiteboard that had a bunch of I want to say ideas. Like bad ideas.
Bad ideas.
We'll go down the list and then we'll talk about it.
Oh.
Fiction, authentically lived in, which I think The Mandalorian did perfectly.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness,
yes.
that's fine with that.
Surprise! You want surprise? What's number 3, guys? Diversity.
The D
Like
word.
we already talked about this. Star Wars is so damn diverse. You can't make it any more diverse. This is as diverse as it can be.
And like you guys said before, it's third. 1, 2, and 3.
What I absolutely hate, again, we talk about it doesn't matter. When I see a great story, I don't go, wait a second, let me check. Oh, that was a Hispanic person. He's of my race. I can love it extra now. I don't care. None of that matters to me.
And if you write a good enough story, that diversity will fill in.
Yeah. See, when they also like, oh, we have to have X amount of characters. Like, there's a checklist. You have to have a black Jedi, an Asian. Like, you have to have the Burger King Kids Club of Jedi's.
We gotta have
That's
more-
not necessary.
We gotta have more females than males. We gotta.
Or you do a casting call, and then you gotta go, oh, this guy's amazing. It doesn't matter what he is.
Yeah.
That was so dumb.
Or better yet, if you're writing for like a cartoon or like a book, just write the character and you could pick whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
because you don't necessarily see them like in a book. I like this in actual ending.
yes.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving everything always so open-ended. That's good. Feelings. Let's talk about feelings.
My feelings.
Do you want to talk about... But here's the thing, though. You write a good story, of course there's going to be feelings.
Yeah, but you don't have to write that in a thing.
It's the same thing with the next one, relatable characters. You write a good story, you got relatable characters.
Yeah.
Name me
No
a great
brainers.
story that has no feelings and no relatable characters. Is it even possible?
You can't.
Captain Marvel.
But a good story.
That's true.
Yeah, see, you can't be good and not have those things.
That's true. That's true.
No, exactly.
Sweeping epic, but that's Star Wars. Humor. I like how there should always be a little bit of humor.
It was funny. Humor should be where diversity is, and diversity should be
down there.
And here we go. Stuff that's Star Wars, because that was under fiction. This
Star
one's under
Wars.
Star Wars with a heart.
This is horrible.
Not pro-war. It's called effing Star
Wars.
effing Wars. How could you not be pro-war when it's effing Star Wars?
And
See,
listen,
that makes sense in Star Trek because they're going somewhere. It's
yeah.
a track.
See, and that
This is
says about
different.
exploration, and
Yeah.
Star Wars is a fantasy space opera.
Yeah.
see how
exactly.
much better would it sounded? They said, okay, guys, since it's in the height of like the golden age, why don't we have it to where there's not a lot of
Peacekeeping.
wars, but a lot of skirmishes, a lot of like battles.
Outliners.
Yes, not because then that makes people
Well,
think,
but they-
oh, they'll
yeah.
still, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, go on. Finish
yeah.
No. Oh, I was just gonna say yeah, because like if you have skirmishes, that's still battles. This makes you feel like
Yes.
there's gonna be nothing. It's all gonna be
But that's why
tea
you don't
time.
put it up there. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
just step. That's number 1 on there.
Number one.
I bet you when they said they probably all jumped in there, yay, and they all high-fived. It just makes me go crazy because this sounds kind of cool, but little things like this, right? I'm like, is Kathleen Kennedy somewhere back here? I didn't see. She's hiding in this
Like
planet.
this, you see her face like this. She's all popping out.
So the next one, droids. You gotta have droids.
Yeah.
That's Star Wars. Scope got to be big,
Big, yes.
but I like how the Mandalorian they shrunk it down. It was
Yeah.
about this one guy and his little journey.
I thought it meant mouthwash.
Yeah, everyone brush your damn teeth. Mythic, and again, you gotta have the mythology of the Jedi's got that. Space lightsaber battles. Space battles gotta be good, and the lightsaber battles gotta be awesome.
Yep.
Okay. No single main character. Well, since they're doing this big giant epic thing, like you shouldn't follow just one character through
Yeah.
everywhere. It's probably gonna jump all over the
But
place.
I'm hoping some episodes of the books, whatever, come together and do an ensemble. That'd be kind of cool. And then
Yeah.
they go their separate ways again.
Yeah, like they'll meet up. Like
Yeah,
the
they'll
main
meet up.
character from this will
Raise
meet
up
up with
with
the main
this
character
person.
from a book.
Yeah, exactly. And they're in together. Yeah.
The Force, complicated monsters. I do like how in like the Mandalorian we got to see some more kind of creatures and stuff. And Star Wars has always had cool monsters. So,
Yeah.
Besides the first one, that list is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Star Wars wishes. I don't know what that even means.
Okay.
Stuff I guess they want to do. The High Republic, which is what it's called. Relic hunters.
So people finding like old
Yeah, like ancient, but there already are. How long? Again, I'm not the greatest Star Wars things. Like who was like the first Jedi? Who was like their like?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I
stuff.
don't know.
They could probably this is the ancient lightsaber of old, and
then in Rebels, they did have someone that was a relic finder that was working for the Empire. 'Cause
Yeah.
they found that. That's
That
what they
time
find.
temple
The
thingy?
time temple, yeah. So that could be kind of interesting.
university.
Like,
Like not only do Jedi's learn how to fight, but they also learn.
yeah, or maybe
it could work. I mean,
Yeah.
it explains it, I guess.
because it would make sense because all we see is the Jedi like temples and training, and then we see like actual like army cadets like for like the Republic. So it'd be nice maybe a university of some
Yeah.
kind.
Dinosaurs. Let's not talk about that.
no.
Then guess what? It's so important they wrote it twice. Representation and diversity.
You just had that over there in fiction. What are you doing?
I like it. Diversity is fiction.
Yeah.
I don't know what to. I cannot say this enough. It's stupid. If you're going to like the first thing, it's got to be a black female. That's where we're starting. Your story's gonna suck because you're gonna constantly thinking about the thing that doesn't matter.
Yes.
We all love Mace Windu because he was awesome. We didn't care that it was Samuel Jackson. Mace Windu was awesome.
When you describe Mace Windu, do you ever say, "Oh, by the way, he's black"?
Yeah. No.
No.
You say purple lightsaber, cool dude, and I love the way he was shown in the Clone Wars cartoons when he fought all those droids. Like he was literally pulling all their bolts and everything out of the. Oh, it was so
and then shot
cool.
him back, like boom. I'm like, those are the moments you talk about. You don't say, "Oh, he was black," and no, it doesn't matter.
It's so stupid.
What's this say right here? I can't. The writing's really weird.
Oh my god.
Something legends. So whatever that means. Rival houses. This isn't fucking Harry Potter.
Oh, no.
Well, why don't you say rival factions?
Yes.
Why say houses?
Read the Klingons too.
Read another book, you freaks. Harry Potter isn't the end all and be all of everything.
I know. If they do that, that will just piss me off.
Sith Empire. So there's got to be some type of
Yes.
Sith. For as big as the Republic is, the Sith have to have
There's
something.
always a
almost equal.
balance. Always.
Exactly, and they can talk a lot of stories. They can do all the stuff before the Sith became the apprentice and the master.
Yeah.
They could do all that stuff like how there's different houses, not houses, but different areas of Siths. It's kind of more like
Chaos agents. I like the idea
Yeah.
that the Sith will not necessarily send out one of their Siths, but maybe people that are loyal to them to go cause chaos.
Well,
Yeah.
because remember they had to send them away because remember they started killing them off because there was too many people wanting to be the emperor, wanting to be in charge.
There's it was kind of almost like a shogun type
Yeah.
thing where there were so many different shoguns they had to kill each other until there was one emperor.
Yeah, exactly. It's just too much.
Splinter group, Force users. Well, yeah, say that instead of different houses, rival houses. So stupid.
Yeah.
Force sensitive people.
Yeah, but also how maybe there's Jedi who don't like this hardcore. You cannot love. You can't do all those things like that break away from that.
Well,
Yeah.
remember even that group of one that knew how to fire lightsaber but didn't have force powers.
Oh, like the Inquisitors and stuff.
Inquisitors,
Yeah.
So there's a lot here that I think can be so cool, but there's so many little traps, so many little things where it can go so wrong.
Yeah.
So then at the very end of the thing, August 2020, so it's pretty close. They show off 2 comic books, and I'm guessing these other ones are going to be like books. So this is probably like a kid's chapter book, and then they have more that are like fantasy novels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a little excited, but I'm also very, very cautious about this whole situation.
How many times we said that and we've been disappointed
Yeah,
lately? It's
like
been
Picard
more-
did that to me.
Yeah.
Hardcore, it kicked me in the balls. That's how disappointed I was.
Yeah, exactly.
And also in this last shot, we see those Viking guys as one
Yeah.
of the main books.
Yeah, these whatever the I totally forgot the Nile.
Yeah.
More like denial.
Yeah.
Remember
and
denial.
I know that they're trying to make new characters and all, but I don't know. I just feel like
They look like junk people.
Yeah.
They need to be cooler than that.
yes, they need to look.
I want to follow the life of a
But the
Jawa.
thing is about Star Wars, it's
That'd be
always
cool.
got me. This is a general thing. Why is it when things would be like 100 years in the past, it still looks the same? One thing's advanced in technology, where they would be
Yeah,
more
they still have like
advanced.
regular spaceships and they shoot laser beams. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
nothing
like-
got better.
Yeah, they got more advanced. I mean, it's funny how they just seem kind of stagnant, no
I
matter
know.
how long it's
I
been.
feel it's more of a Star Trek little poke, right?
Yeah, a
because
little bit. Things get advanced,
Things
things
get better.
change. Yeah. I don't get that.
And oh yeah, so it's just I don't know. This Wookiee with the lightsaber is funny as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll
But
see.
again, that's what we do on these things. We'll just see, and we'll hope we're not disappointed. But
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.